a town in Ecuador enraptured by the World Cup. Soccer games are playing in every single home. People are watching together on TVs and shop windows, turning up late to family weddings just so they can watch the game. You overhear conversations, and it seems to be at the center of everybody's thoughts. A country in crisis and a team that's never qualified before. But if they can, then maybe, just maybe, everything will be alright. That is the vibe of Despelote, the latest ball-kicking, slice-of-life game from Julian Cordero. And just like the town in the game is entranced by the World Cup, I was immediately entranced by Despelote. Sometimes there are games that you think will be really good, and end up being pretty mid. But other times, when you least expect it, all of the pieces in a game just click, and you're left in awe and shock. Set in the town of Quito, Ecuador in 2001, our main character is an 8-year-old boy called Julian. The game has different chapters set during each of Ecuador's qualifying matches for the 2002 World Cup, where you can run around the park, play and explore with your friends, kick a ball around, and listen to the conversations of everyone walking around. Julian is based off the game's main developer, who calls the game semi-autobiographical, because it's based on his memories of being a child in Quito at that time. The big park that you run around in the game is the same park that he ran around. One thing that the game immediately does incredibly well is immerse you in the world, in every way that it can, because that park that I mentioned was made with real photos and 3D scans of the environment. They put a noisy filter over the photos, giving the scene a fuzzy, blurry memory feeling. Like Julian can't perfectly remember all of the details. And then look at the use of color in each chapter. Mwah, I love that. There was quite a lot of talk in the game about movies and cinephiles, and it led me to believe that it would make sense if one of the creators was a big movie buff. Some of the shots were really cool, like the slow pan out from the TV at the very start, or the shots at the beginning of each chapter, which look like a cutscene, but you can actually move the camera around to view the scene from all angles. All the different aspects work together so well to create this memory of Quito, but one that stands out a lot is the audio. Check it out, they sent a guy. Using real ambient sound from the locations really brings the setting together. The entire soundtrack by Sebastian Valbuena was so good, but I can't find it anywhere online right now. The only thing I could get was the credit music, which you're listening to right now. Similarly, the dialogue was recorded on location instead of in a booth, with Julian's parents in the game being portrayed by his parents in real life. A lot of other voices and conversations came from friends and family of the creators, as some of them being entirely improvised. The audio is so enchanting. The sounds of kicking a ball back and forth, listening to realistic conversations happening all around you, all while hearing the sounds of a man playing guitar on the side of the road. It all just works really well. I especially liked the autobiographical parts. It is all based on true events that I wasn't familiar with. I liked when Julian speaks directly to the player and sets the scene for them. And as someone who does not care and doesn't know about soccer, I was invested. I wanted to know if Ecuador would qualify for the World Cup. Despelote gets a little bit dreamy at times, which you guys know I love. I made a whole video about dreamy games, and I honestly feel like making another one. The game is about being a kid. The blissful ignorance of not really knowing or caring what's happening in the wider world. The citizens of Quito are worrying about their finances and politics, but hey man, I'm freaking 8 years old. My mum says I can go play in the park until 6:30. It captures that feeling of joy and innocence, and instills it into the player. I truly felt nostalgic for a time that I wasn't even alive, and a place I've never been. Running around with the bros and making a mess, being so low and close to the ground, hiding under tables at family events. Despelote also dabbles in themes of escapism and growing up. It is consistently amazing in every field, and does all of this in a short 2-hour runtime. It is a short game, so going into too much detail or talking about my favorite moments would probably lessen the impact of the overall game for you guys. But most importantly, the game felt like something new to me. I've played a lot of games, I've played quite a lot of 2-hour story games, yet this still felt fresh and like something I've never experienced before. Which is the feeling that I'm always chasing. It's what we all want, to find that next game which gives us a truly unique experience. Despelote is entering the list of goated short story games, and I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. If you want to hear a bit more about the creation of the game, there are a couple of behind the scene videos on the Panic YouTube channel, which only have like 3,000 views. I'll put the link in the description. More importantly, if you want to hear more of what I have to say, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and go on like the videos since you made it this far. Thank you for watching.